Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkara Tarot, and let's do your last love bite of the month. Let's see what message wants to show through for you today, Gemini. And these are general collective readings, will not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. My angel spirit guides, please bless this reading for Gemini and send them the messages they need to hear the most right now. Thank you. So Gemini, let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers. Thank you for being here. And if you're new here, Gemini, we welcome you as well. Do join us, subscribe to the channel, become part of us. We welcome you in. All right, Gemini, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and then the 5 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Hierophant, and then the 10 of Swords. What's happening here? 2 of Cups, King of Swords, and the Hermit. Bottom of my deck, I have the overall energy is how to leave some conflict behind and move on to a calmer, peaceful, happier space, or wondering what is going to give me peace and harmony, right? Which direction should I go so that I can not be in conflict anymore? What can give me more peace? Will commitment give me a better future? Being single and abundant make me feel better about myself? There is, I think, this mind conflict going on in somebody's mind. One side, they do have somebody who they have very sweet memories with, who they feel this is a soulmate, we get along so well, and we are like, we can really have a good time together. They do want to commit to this person, but then they go back into the zone to say, I don't want to risk it because maybe I've been betrayed in the past, and long-term relationships have never worked out for me. I'm not sure whether I want to commit. Then they go back into that full zone of saying, but this is my soulmate, this is a person who I feel is my equal. So somebody here wants to have some communication regarding this, but at the moment I feel they are in hermit mode. They're trying to figure out themselves. What do they really want? Do they want this, or would they rather be single and happy on their own? So let's see what's going on. So Gemini and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other. We'll take some dialogue message cards, Gemini, and after that we'll clarify these cards as well. Gemini and their person. And if any of you are looking for a personal reading, gems, my email is in the description box below. You can reach me there. Gemini and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other. Okay. Let's take a couple from here. Just give me a second, gems. Sorry, gems, I had to cut the video in the middle. There was somebody at the door. So now we'll take a couple more from here, gems, and continue the reading. So Gemini and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other. Okay, good to go. Let's start your cards. And the first one here, Gemini, says, when you told me you thought I was too good to be true, I was one of the few good and true people in your life. So somebody is now recognizing that. They're realizing, yes, this is a good, true person, and maybe I should kind of, commit to this person. But somewhere that fear is also there, that mental conflict is also there. Should I stay single and I'm quite happy but the way I am, but this person is too good and too true to be losing as well. It hurts me that you continue to choose others over me. What do they have that I don't? Or is it that you don't feel worthy of a real connection? See, this person has been trying to stay single and maybe, pretending to see other people or be interested in multiple third parties or fourth parties or whatever, just to maybe not have to commit to this special person. And it's hurting their partner, because they're saying, like, why do you choose others over me? Like, why do you feel you're not worthy of having like a proper connection between two people? I think this person is conflicted and they have a fear of commitment. They really fear saying the I do word. It pisses me off of how your karmic has photos all over, photos of you all over social media, trying to make out that you guys are happy. You and I both know this is complete bullshit. It frustrates me that I can't connect with anyone else the way I connect with you sexually. Our sexual connection is magical and no one else compares. When I'm feeling low, I close my eyes and I can feel your presence comforting me. I'm so grateful for our mystical connection. Somebody knows that this is a special spiritual bond. This is my soulmate. We've known each other like for many lives maybe, but still in this 3D reality, they have a little difficulty in making up their mind to commit because they are scared of commitment. They've always trained their mind, I think, to feel that I'm okay, I'm single, I'm abundant, I don't want to get into any mess of having a committed relationship. This is a conflict in their mind now because now they've found the person. They found the person who's perfect for them, who's too good and too true. Your soul is always with me and mine is guiding you. We're always together in spirit, even though physically we may be apart. Still feeling that spiritual connection, both of you do. I'm so proud of you, my love. You inspire me to be a better person. I'm working on myself and I hope that I can inspire you too. So I think this is a beautiful connection. That sexual energy is there, the inspiration is there, the honesty is there, friendship is there, this promises to last forever. But somebody is conflicted about this commitment part. See, here, the minute I say that, I enjoy your company, but I don't want a commitment. Isn't that just what I finished saying, Gemini? They love this. They love this feeling of this camaraderie, this special magical bond. But they enjoy the company, they enjoy the goodies, but they don't want a commitment. This is a huge conflict in their mind and heart, and there is no one in the world as amazing as you. Knowing all that, they've trained their mind to feel that commitment is bad. Alright, so gems, if this seems like your story, I'm going to start with an angel blessing card. See how my angels can help in this situation with a blessing, guidance, advice, or a message. And then we'll clarify the rest of the cards. Blessing, guidance, advice, or a message. Signs from above. Somebody is trying to still kind of figure things out and say, God, if this is my person, if I'm supposed to kind of commit to this person, send me a sign. Or maybe they are getting signs, the synchronicities are too strong and they can't not, avoid knowing that this is the person. So I think somebody is trying to still gather some information, trying to use their logic and their heart and their soul to figure out what this connection is all about. This person is in hermit mode right now because they are trying to understand this connection. What am I supposed to do? All right. So, gems, let's start clarifying these cards. What's this? 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles, Spirit? 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. Alright, so somebody feels, on one hand they feel, yes, I can have this beautiful partnership. This is a partnership which promises me equal give and take. I know I've finally found the person. If I do 50%, they'll do 50%, and together we can win 100%, right? This is the kind of person I can have my happily ever after with. But then they get into that zone. But I'm single, I'm available, not available, but I'm single, I'm happy being single, I've always been single, I've gotten used to my life in a certain way. I don't know whether I can share my space anymore. What if we get together and it doesn't work out? So the hundreds of thoughts that go into this person's mind, and this is like a huge conflict in their brain to say, should I stay single, or now that I've found the most amazing person in my life, should I commit? So they're totally conflicted in their mind. Five of Wands, Spirit. Five of Wands. Yes, because they do have a lot of love for their partner. They see their person as beautiful, kind, loving, intuitive, and very, very mystical and spiritual. That connection is too strong, and there is a lot of good energy flow between the two of you, from what I feel. There's a lot of good communication, good energy flow, a lot of mutual love here. Then what's the conflict, Spirit? What's the conflict? Apart from it being that one person wants to remain single. Yes, they are, this is a kind of person, this is the King of Swords, this could be you, Gemini. This person is always very suspicious. They're always suspicious. Even now they're trying to still, watch this person from afar, see, are they with somebody else? Maybe I'll find some flaw. They're looking for that one fault or one flaw in their person so that they can say, aha, see, listen, that's why I wasn't committing. That's why I thought being single was better. But I don't think they found anything yet. They are still watching, looking, trying to communicate on a daily basis, trying to find that one loophole which will tell them that this is a bad connection. But all they find is a very good friend, a very good partnership. Six of Cups, Spirit. Six of Cups. This is such a beautiful connection. Somebody feels that in my greed to keep myself and me and myself happy, what if I lose out on and have regrets for losing it? They don't know whether they should go in for self-gratification or will they forever regret a decision not to be with their soulmate. Hierophant. Yes, this is what they don't want to do. This is what they do. They feel whenever I've been committed or been married, let's say, or been in a long-term partnership, I've always had bad luck. This person doesn't believe that their luck can change. Whenever there is any kind of commitment, it just goes wrong. It falls apart. They feel they have bad karma in relationships, bad luck, and I think this person has been defeated many times over in the past. They felt betrayed maybe, or they felt taken advantage of maybe. Ten of Swords. Yes, people have cheated them, lied to them, maybe juggled them, and the person, whoever this person is, they don't want to go back into a place where they will again have sleepless nights, they will have stress. They feel I've finally got myself to a very good place now. I'm single, I'm happy, and yes, this person makes me happy, but I'm sure there's something wrong with them, and I'll find that flaw so that I can feel good about myself to say, thank God I didn't commit again. So this person doesn't want to be in any situation which is going to kind of give them stress again. This person has been through it. They just want to escape the commitment part. And that's the reason they keep this connection up and down, never balanced, never committing, never really bringing that proposal, let's say, just keeping it in the air and keeping it floating. So Two of Cups, sideways. Two of Cups, Spirit. What's this Two of Cups? Heart of Hearts, I think this person knows that this is my soulmate. They can't get over the fact that this is the person I can have long-term partnership, long-term stability with. They know that they found the perfect match. So King of Swords. But hiding their emotions. They're hiding their emotions. They are still not giving any proposal. They're not accepting it, even though they know that being away from their partner makes them feel very bored. I mean, there's no excitement in life without them. But they are still kind of trying to, battle their head and their heart. Sometimes they use their head to feel their brain to feel, oh, this is the right decision, I should stay single, I should, not commit. On the flip side, they say, but I love the person, I'm very emotional about the person. And when they go into this kind of mode, they get very, very overwhelmed. They don't know what decision to make. So I think as of now, this person could be in hermit mode. They are trying to tap into their spirituality, trying to get signs from the universe, trying to understand what is the right thing to do. They know if they don't level up, this whoever their partner is going to let them go. Is going to let them go. They know if they don't step up to the plate and come up with a proper offer, they do want to speak now. They do want to have a conversation with their person, but right now they are feeling that this tower is going to come down. If they don't speak up on time, they're going to go backwards. Things are going to move in a wrong direction, because somebody is leveling up and may not come back to them. So that's why this person is in a bit of turmoil here. So anything else, Spirit? Can we expect anything? Yeah, whoever this person is who's been in their head, they know that they've never really brought justice to their person till now. Earlier, maybe they always left them abandoned, left out in the cold, and never giving them attention because they didn't want to commit. But now, since they are on the other side of the fence, where they feel their partner's now moving on and not giving them attention and, kind of leaving them feeling left behind, I think this person now does want to come forward with some kind of an emotional offer, leaving their brain behind and coming with their heart. They do want to kind of end this conflict now and find peace and harmony, and see if there's any chance of having a reconciliation or a rebirth or a restart of this connection now. They have been getting too many signs to not pay attention. So that's all I have for you for gems. Take care, love and light. I'll see you now on Tuesday. Till then, namaste.